rule for the nth term of the geometric sequence. Well, they told us it's geometric, which means we know that the rule is going to look like a sub 1 times our ratio raised to the n minus 1 power. So in order to write this rule, we need to know two things, the first term and the ratio. So we look at what they gave us. Do we know either of those? Well, they gave us the ratio, but they did not give us the first term. So how can we find that first term? And that's where we're going to plug into this formula what we know to help us get that first term. We know the ratio, so we're going to plug that in right there. We know that this is going to be a 2. A sub 1, we don't know. And so using this term right here, let's keep in mind that our n value is always going to be the subscript, that 6. So this is going to be to the 6 minus 1 power. And if you wanted to find that 6th term, you would plug in a 6 for n and it would give you back what that term is. Well, we know what that term is. We know it's a negative 96, so that's why we put a negative 96 out on this side. So in simplifying this, negative 96 equals a sub 1 times 2 raised to the 5th power. Now 2 to the 5th power is 32. And we just have this nice equation where we can keep going and end up figuring out our first term. So our first term, negative 96 divided by 32 is a negative 3. So we have our first term, we have our common ratio. So we come over here and we go ahead and write our rule. A sub n equals, first term is negative 3 times our ratio, which is 2 raised to the n minus 1 power. And for geometric, that's all we can do. We can't do any simplifying. So there's our rule. If we needed to know the 20th term, we would plug in a 20 for the n and simplify. So we have the rule that will give us any term in this geometric sequence.